should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. While you want space and a reason to grow, if things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Starting at the 10, Herbert's team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
11 MC Tank is just time.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Here we go.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Another carry for it. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
11. Here we go, here we go.
Back to the well again. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, they'll run. I mean, they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. On the move, hit it right. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll run here on first down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They give it to him again. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to try and backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Trying for it with Burrow. He's caught. Chase has it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. And they're able to bring him down. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Here's a screen now for Walker. That screen snipped out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Working now from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 16. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. The Bengals are out in front. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. On 3rd down, Walker. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go. Stop. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Throwing this one deep across the field. Big game downfield. And they are all the way into that red zone.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And they're fighting for a few. It's 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Plowing up the middle. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Chased out to his right. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
19,
Another throw here on 2nd down. Down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's is finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
This is Walker on second. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it first and goal. He goes to the hurry up here. Walker is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. One after is good by Borregales. And the Colts tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 11, 90, 11, 11,
Dive play straight ahead. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
I'm fine, ready?
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Place high. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Gun, gun. Stop. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That is Kuntz. This is Fant working downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
180. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Setting up the screen. Space to the left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
Gets it headed right. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. Stop.
He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get get some late points and the lead. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed to his running back. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Colts make it 17-all.
17.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Putting a receiver in motion. Starting this drive with a design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun. Look at that power. Deep left side. Now a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away and sets up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Colts ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 180. 11 Thomas. That.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Connecting on the slant. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On 1, ready?
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
12, 12. Here we go, here we go. 180. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe somebody on the Colts got to it first. They're luckily hanging on to the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate, distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. They'll work against the blitz. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. Put him out of bounds. We've got third down.
It's now third down and long.
Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Collects this at the 32. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
They're on the 37-yard line.
On one, right?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
Hand off to the back. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Stop. Stop.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and he can find a completion just like that.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Give now to the running back. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Time coverage here from the Colts. Third down.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's the handoff. And he is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now.
12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Another carry for it. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, and not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Through the defense it goes, room to burn. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut it to 1 late in the third. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game up.
24-24.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. 11, 11. 180. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tight. 11, stop.
Burrow from the gun. Looking slant route, complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
11, mighty. 11, just set. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Can. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Caught, nice game left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 29-yard gain and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Let it. Stop.
Now a give running right. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Thomas. Stop.
Back to the well again. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
2nd down pass play coming. There's a screen out for Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
11. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180, 12.
Plowing up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Don't get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11. Stop.
Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Running back sent in motion left. He's going to throw again on second down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Colts losing by 7. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's first and 10. He's going to throw it again. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Brought in close to the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Let's go.
Here he is to throw. He rolls to his right. We're in field goal range, but it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game. And he's going to get stopped right around the